plaintiff, are y'all ready?
I do apologize for the red text at the screen. Currently, there is a bug within Cam's graphics.
Are you ready, Your Honor?
Oh! I'm so sorry.
I take that as a yes.
Hang on, let me try this. Try this one more time, ladies and gents. Full screen. There we go. That's a little better.
The Honorable Judge Abram presiding.
Very slow.
What? Oh, that's the judge.
All rise. All rise.
Alright, took care of that, sir.
Oh, shoot. Thank you, sir. You may be seated.
Could nobody hear me?
I'm going to need you to try a little bit harder, pal.
I mean, I was yelling at my microphone, sir.
All right. Looking at the agenda we have for today, I see Freeda Senior. Is that referring to free to go or free to go? Freeda Go Senior against the defendant, Trooper Atkins with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Mr. Atkins, do you have a lawyer representing you today? Oh, there he is. Just popped out of nowhere. And I assume the plaintiffs have representation.
Yes, Your Honor. Williams and Ghost.
Williams and Ghost Associates, huh?
Yes, sir.
Understood. All right, let's get this show on the road here. Yes, please. Understood.
Knoxville, Knox County, Tennessee. Defendant Trooper Atkins is and all times relevant was a sworn law enforcement officer employed by the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security, acting under the color of state law. He is sued both individually and his official capacity.
Very well. Give me a moment to write down these charges.
Your Honor, can the plaintiff re-list the charges again?
Yes, please go ahead. You said false arrest, false imprisonment, battery, and emotional infliction. If you don't mind.
Emotional damage sustained by a
Okay, then. What is he doing exactly? And is the plaintiff requesting a damage of some sort against THP? And what would the amount be? $50 million. Well, that's a choice. All right, let's get this show on the road. I may only have an 8th grade education, but I'm one of the best judges out there. First Amish judge, might add. Anyways. So would the plaintiff like to tell the story of what happened? Well, hang on. We need to get you sworn in first. For the background of the facts, you could be lying. Hold up your right hand. Repeat after me. What's your name? I, William Gose, uphold the truth, nothing but the truth, and the absolute truth, and anything I say today. Very well. Thank you, sir. Yes. All right, let's continue here. So, the plaintiff was giving opening statements. Please
No,
continue.
sir, this isn't an opening statement. This is a factual background of the interaction. This is
Okay, well, we need to probably divert to opening statements, and then you can provide the factual.
Okay, then we're gonna need a jury, Your Honor.
We had one. Where'd they go?
Well, we have to do voir dire, Your Honor.
We had 5 of them. I don't know where they went.
Well, Your Honor, we can't just put them in there without actually doing the voir dire. So if we can have every civilian up there and we can start voir dire. Yeah.
That's fancy talk for jury selection, I guess.
Yeah, voir dire is jury selection.
All right. Opening statement, sir.
All right, Your Honor, before we proceed with the opening statement, you mind if we first start with voir dire,
That's,
jury selection?
generally speaking, we open a statement and then do the jury selection.
No, Your Honor, it's actually the other way around.
Objection, Your Honor. He's arguing with the court.
Let's just get this done, boys.
I'm giving facts, defendant attorney.
Hang on.
Objection,
Let
Your
me
Honor.
check here.
Objection, Your Honor. The plaintiff's
It should
attorney
be
is
call to
hostile.
order, roll call, reading of charges, plaintiff's opening, defendant's opening, and then jury selection.
No, Your Honor, in actual facts, it is jury selection and then opening statement.
Objection,
Because
Your
if
Honor.
you do, Your Honor, please hold that. Your Honor, if you do,
Objection, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
What is
if
your
you do-
objection?
The plaintiff's attorney is hostile towards the court, and I do not appreciate that.
All right, plaintiff, let's tone it down a bit.
Your
Thank
Honor,
you,
may
Your
I
Honor.
continue?
You may in a respectful tone.
Your Honor, I am being respectful.
Your Honor. Objection again.
Sustained.
Thank you.
Okay, Your Honor. So before we start opening statement, we always must do jury selection because if we do opening statement first and then do jury selection, we would be eliminating some of these jurors and may select other jurors that are in the back. So there is no point of doing opening statement before jury selection. We must do jury selection first, Your Honor. That because we would know who is going to be on the jury, and then we can go ahead and start with the opening statement, any evidence, witnesses, and then closing statements, Your Honor.
Very well.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
What's
What
your
is your
objection now,
objection?
sir?
Hey, I'm talking.
Tampering with the jury.
Tampering with the jury. What evidence do you have of this?
He's trying to sway the court into his favor in regards to the jury. If the court has a set guideline to follow, then the court should abide by that.
Have anything to say about that, Mr. Plaintiff?
Say that again.
If the court has a guideline to follow by Your Honor's guidance, then the court should honor their guidelines and not an attorney.
Your Honor, you can proceed however you would like. Let's just get this court on the road.
Very well. Opening statements first, then jury selection.
Thank you, Your Honor. Really quick, Your Honor, if my client can move over to this chair really quick and swap chairs real quick. Sorry.
Very well.
Thank you.
Would the plaintiff like to begin their opening statement?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like so.
Please.
All right, Your Honor. My name is Attorney William Ghost, and I am here today because a Tennessee Highway Patrol trooper violated the rights abused by his authority and caused permanent damage to the life of my client, the plaintiff, Freeda Ghost, sir. He caused permanent damage. Whoa. He caused permanent damage to his life physically, emotionally, and professionally. This case is about accountability, and it's about what happens when those entrusted to protect the public instead harm them. And it's about the truth, which you will see clearly through the evidence, the witnesses, and the story. On the day of question, May the 17th of this year, my client, Freeda Ghost, sir, Freeda Ghost Sr., encountered with Trooper in question, Trooper Atkins. He was not armed, he was not aggressive, and he was not resisting. He posed no threat to him or to anyone else, and yet, without warning and without any lawful justification, that Trooper deployed a taser on him, knowing that he had a pacemaker. You'll hear that my client has clearly made visible or well known that he had a life-threatening medical condition, but he still used the taser anyway. He collapsed on the ground and couldn't breathe. He went into cardiac distress, and he did nothing. He left him on the ground in obvious pain and danger and failed to call for medical help. He didn't check if he was alive. He didn't care. He cuffed him and placed him in the back of the patrol vehicle. Later on, somehow my client was able to get out of that medical condition of the medical seizure. He never told my client what was he being detained for, and he never read his rights and never ID'd or identified my client as well. When my client continued to request for medical assistance or for a medical, he never rightfully did so or properly did so. After keeping my client in his patrol vehicle for a prolonged time inside the vehicle, he then went ahead and transported him back to the station. When they passed the hospital, he yet never took him to the hospital to get checked out after he was still having medical issues in the back of the patrol vehicle while cuffed in the back.
60 seconds.
Excuse me?
60 seconds remaining.
Okay, Your Honor. After all this, the trooper, after writing his report and his false accusations and exasperations, my client was labeled a felon. He can't get a job. He lost all kind of job offers he can get. His name's been dragged through the mud, and the officer's action caused more than just physical pain. He defamed him, he robbed him of his reputation, and he forever changed the course of his life. You'll hear from medical professionals, from his spouse, and from myself. You will see the lack of proper procedure, the evidence of how wrong this was, not just morally, but legally. At the end of this trial, we will respectfully ask you to hold this trooper accountable, to say what he did was unacceptable, to return a verdict in our favor, and award damages for the harm that can't be undone, but must be acknowledged, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The defendant, you have 180 seconds.
Your Honor, this is a case of easy money for the plaintiff.
I object, Your Honor.
On what grounds?
Speculation, Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor. This is an opening statement. I didn't interrupt the plaintiff when he spoke. I'd ask for my 180 seconds to be restarted due to that.
Affirmative. Time will reset. No further objections on opening statements or closing statements.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, apologies to the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, please start again.
Yes, thank you. So, this is a blatant case of easy money for the plaintiff. We don't know what the intentions are for that. I'm new to the case. My client's attorney bailed on him. So, what I'm gathering by the opening statement, this is a blatant case of just easy money from the plaintiff to the state of Tennessee. And we're gonna do everything we can to exonerate this decorated trooper. The record is impeccable. So we're gonna go through the motion to listen to the plaintiff's witnesses and statements, and looking forward to mitigate this in court. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll now begin with the jury selection process. You all have at least 5 minutes or up to 5 minutes to ask any jurors questions that you feel that may have a bias or anything like that. The plaintiff will go first. Do we have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, please proceed.
All right. Can we get some people to the jury stand, please?
Let's just go in order. The first person up. Yep. Just come on down. We'll swear you in. Time will stop when we swap out members. Or we can cross-examine members with the defense, 2 minutes per individual if needed. What would you guys like to do?
Either or, Your Honor.
Let's do each person 2 minutes and then swap. So that would be 1 minute per side. So defense, you'd have 1 minute to cross-examine, and the plaintiff would have 1 minute. Does everyone understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Let's get the first juror up here.
Oh. All right, I'll start this side.
And your name, sir?
My name is Earl Ray Haggard.
Mr.
All right,
Haggard.
Mr. Haggard,
Sorry, go ahead.
do you have any... Apologies, Your Honor. Do you have any past records, Mr. Haggard?
Oh, hang on. Well, he's not sworn in yet.
So you tell him to request to speak in Discord.
He doesn't need to swear in before.
Oh, yeah. We don't
the
have to do
actor.
it until he's selected. You. All right.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you
All right.
had a previous background, criminal background?
Yes. Do you have a previous criminal background, Mr. Haggard?
Yes, sir.
You do. Your Honor, we move to strike for cause.
Affirmative.
The gentleman in the overalls.
I may help you.
Can you
Does
please
the
tell me your name?
defense... Hang on. Does the defense have any objections to striking?
Do I have to leave?
Mr. Haggard?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Haggard, you're dismissed. Can you have him?
Sir,
can you have him come up here at the stand so I can hear him?
Can you please state your name, sir?
My name is Bendo Johnson.
All right, Mr. Johnson. Where are you currently employed?
JJ's towing on my own company.
Okay, Mr. Johnson. Do you have any past criminal background?
Oh yeah, I got numerous.
Your Honor, move to strike the juror.
Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Johnson, you're dismissed.
Okay.
Can we get the next juror?
Affirmative. Have him come closer to me so I can hear him.
Stand over here, sir. Thank you. Can you please state your name for the court?
Yes, can
Mr. Williams.
Wyatt
Oh.
Lee Brotsman?
Mr. Williams, you mind stand back there for just a second? Mr. Brotsman, all right, Mr. Brotsman, you said, okay, so Mr. Brotson, where are you currently employed?
CSO at this time.
Okay. Have you ever been sued before?
No,
Okay. Have you had any past records?
no.
Okay. Your Honor, the plaintiff accepts his juror.
Very well, defense, you have cross-examine.
All right, sir. Have you ever spoke ill of any law enforcement or any kind of disgruntled manner towards law enforcement?
No.
Can you be more clear on that? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been pulled over by law enforcement?
No.
Okay. Your Honor, I'll accept the juror also.
Very well.
Hold
Please
on, Your Honor.
take a seat.
Your Honor, may I ask him a question?
Unfortunately, your time has already passed.
Okay.
Once you make your claim to accept or deny, then it is on the defense and then up to them on whether they want to accept or deny the juror as well.
Your Honor, can we hold for a second? If the juror that was selected can go in the juror room until court
Yes,
proceedings
yes,
initiated?
please.
Hey, over here. Yeah.
All right, next juror, please. Your name, sir?
Joseph Ayers.
Joseph Ayers. All right, plaintiff, he's all yours. 60 seconds.
All right, you said your name is Jackson?
Joseph Ayers.
Joseph Ayers. Okay, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Ayers. Mr. Ayers, where are you currently employed at?
I am the director of the Sevier County Emergency Services and Emergency Management Agency.
Okay. Have you ever had or spoken any ill of any law enforcement?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you ever had any issue with the Tennessee Highway Patrol?
No, sir.
All right, Your Honor, this juror is acceptable to the plaintiffs.
The defense?
Sir, you did say you work for emergency management. Is that
Yes,
correct?
sir. That is
Okay,
correct.
so you have frequent law enforcement interactions. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. On a professional standard, yes, sir.
Okay, Your Honor, I requested this juror be removed on the bias part of interaction with law enforcement on a professional basis. I don't wish for this juror to be tarnished by whatever judgment that comes about this case and to impact his lifestyle.
That could be either
And also the
professional
fact
in a
that
good way or a bad way.
Well, no, sir. Well, Your Honor, the state statute also states that if you're a public servant, you cannot serve on a jury. Also,
I'm not a public servant, however.
yes, sir. You work for emergency management. That is public service.
Are you employed by the state of Tennessee, Mr. Joseph?
I mean, everybody's employed by the state.
No, sir.
Not necessarily.
Do you work for government? Do you work for a governmental agency?
In the county, yes.
That's a government agency. So, Your Honor, I ask for a strike on this juror.
Very well. Mr. Joseph, thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, next juror. And your name?
Michael Pierce.
Mr. Pierce. Thank you for coming. Plaintiff, he's all yours.
Sir, do you have any law enforcement background?
No, sir.
Have you had any issues with law enforcement in your life?
Other than a speeding ticket, no, sir.
Have you ever committed a crime in the past?
Referring to the speeding ticket, other than that, no.
Okay. All right. And what is your employment?
I am unemployed.
Okay. Your Honor, this juror is acceptable to the plaintiffs.
Very well. The defense?
The speeding ticket that you received, was it by a state agency such as THP, or what agency issued out the ticket?
I believe it was a Knoxville police officer.
Okay. And do you have any ill intent or disregard towards law enforcement by any means?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you ever spoke ill of anybody that would be in service of law enforcement?
No, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, the defense will concur with the plaintiffs on this one.
Very well. You can head to the jury room, mister. Next one, please.
Would the defense like to start?
That's not the protocol, sir.
Okay. All right. Can you please state the name? Please state your name for the record.
Joshua Block.
All right, Mr. Block. Can you please tell me what is your employment status at this moment?
I'm unemployed.
Gotcha. How long have you been unemployed for?
I've never had a job.
Never had a job. Have you ever had any issues with law enforcement in your past or present?
Issues how, like, hate them or anything?
It could be towards hate, any records, past records?
Just a DUI.
A DUI. And what agency did you interact with for that DUI? Or charge you for that DUI?
KPD.
KPD.
Dang, bro, KPD's under the bus right now.
And okay. Do you have any family members in law enforcement?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. All right, Your Honor, this juror is acceptable to the plaintiffs.
Very well. The defense, you're up.
The defense will concur.
Very well. Let's proceed to the final juror. Your name, sir?
Alex Walker.
Mr. Walker? Thank you for being here. Plaintiff,
Mr.
he's all
Walker,
yours.
all right. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Walker, are you currently employed or ever been employed with a state agency or any law enforcement agency? All right. Have you ever had any issues with any agency before? Any law enforcement agency?
Issues in like getting pulled over or records or anything like that?
Okay. Have you had any interactions with any state agency or to be exact, the Tennessee Highway Patrol?
No, not Tennessee Highway Patrol.
Okay. Do you have any family members who that you may know that is employed with a state agency or any local or any law enforcement agency?
Only thing remotely close family and T-Dot, not that.
Okay. I have no issues with this jury, Your Honor.
The defense?
Sir, have you ever been arrested?
Yes, sir, I have.
What was the charges that you were arrested for?
Hate to admit it, but felony evading on foot.
Your Honor, I've moved to strike due to the felony conviction.
Very well. Thank you for your time. All right.
Your Honor, how many total jurors do we have now?
3?
4.
4?
We have 4.
We need at least. Can we at least get?
We need one more.
Even number.
One more.
I mean, not necessarily. It's all or nothing both ways, so it doesn't necessarily have to be odd.
Unanimous. Yeah, I mean, it's a civil court, right? Well, there's no criminal charges. It's a civil matter.
Yeah, civil matter, but
unanimous.
typically you need to have at least 6.
I don't think we have much time to try to search for more.
I think we roll with what we got for now.
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right, let's get him out here, swear him in.
Yes, sir. You want him all lined up in front of the bench so you can swear him in, sir?
Yes, that's great.
Hey, line up in front of the... Line up right up here. Face Your Honor.
I can't move.
Face His Honor.
Turn around.
Turn around.
Other way.
Face the bench.
Wait, stay away.
Face the bench. Whoever's clapping in the back, stop.
Are all the jurors ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Face it.
Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I'll bear true faith and allegiance to the same. I take my obligation freely, without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Are you guys repeating? I can't hear.
Can you go a little slower? I can't remember.
Yeah, just a second.
Can we get a simplified one?
Yeah, let me see if I can dumb this down real quick.
That would be best.
Oh, God.
Right, Sarah, hurry up.
Hey, last one, raise your hand.
Hurry up.
All right, I'm going to go a little slower. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
and sincerely and truly declare
and sincerely and truly declare
and affirm that the evidence I shall give
and affirm that the evidence I shall give
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
I promise before
I promise before
Almighty God that the evidence which
Almighty God that the evidence with
I shall give shall be truth,
I
shall give will be truth.
The whole truth
The whole truth.
and nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Very well. Thank you all. You may be seated in the jurors section. All right, let's proceed with the reading of charges one more time, followed by the presentation of evidence.
All right, Your Honor. Charges are, Your Honor, is false arrest, false imprisonment, loss of consortium, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, Your Honor, and I could go into depth as to each charge.
That is just fine. Let's proceed to the evidence.
Okay, Your Honor. Today, I will be presenting a video evidence that we were able to collect from nearby CCTV of the location of the incident. We have already provided a copy of it to the defense. We will also be putting on the stand, or the witnesses, the trooper in question, Trooper Atkins, Deputy Lieutenant Colonel Mountain, my client, as well as his wife, Freeda Senior.
Very well.
We will also be bringing our Mr. Freeda Senior's personal doctor as well to the stand to collaborate, as well as prove his medical conditions.
Very well. I assume there are timestamps to this footage.
Sir, Your Honor?
I assume we have timestamps to this footage. Certain parts we're gonna review.
Oh, Your Honor, we're gonna play the full 10 minutes so you can see what's going on.
Very well. What would you like to proceed with first?
Your Honor, I would say let's go ahead and start off with the camera footage.
Very well. Give me one moment to pull it up. All right, let's make sure. Okay. And all right, hopefully you guys can see this. Audio looks good. All right.
Fuck the police. Fuck the police.
Oh.
What's up with everybody hitting the cop cars?
Alright, buddy, look here, get out the car. You're not gonna sit there and just hit my car like that. First of all, you backed up into me. Come here. You're not about to sit there and disrespect me.
Your Honor, can we ask that corporal from KPD to come up here, Your Honor?
To the stand?
Not to the stand, but can we approach to the bench?
Alright, well,
We're currently reviewing the footage.
I understand, Your Honor, but apparently this is something important that must be addressed to the court.
Very well.
If the defense attorney would like to join.
Yes. Please approach.
Corporal, please proceed with us. Corporal Hernandez!
Oh, sorry, I'm coming. I'm sorry. I don't know you're
up here.
Sorry, I was sleeping, Joe. I'm sorry. Let me get out.
Oh my goodness.
My name is William Ghost.
Up here, all the way. All the way up here. Come on. Don't be
I've
shy.
never been in one of these courtrooms before. I don't get in trouble, Your Honor.
Yeah, sure you don't.
What, do I walk up, down, and
All right, what's the issue here? Did you interrupt my court?
Hey, that guy over there is changing his hat, but I don't know if he told you that he wasn't a law enforcement officer, but he either supports or does something in terms of law enforcement. He's sitting over there with a KCSO hat on. Live straight to your
KCSO's
face.
fine, but you said somebody else is lying to the court about being a criminal.
What? I didn't say that. That was Silvers, I think. I was talking about that guy with the hat on. You just the wrong corporal, son.
You paused my court session for this?
You gotta
Your
talk
Honor,
back. I wasn't gonna pause it. I just made it aware to the.
Your Honor,
Hey,
Your
actually,
Honor.
if I may
Objection,
speak,
Your Honor.
I brought it up.
Have a good night, Your Honor.
Come back here, sir.
Hey,
Your Honor.
I did bring it up, but I wasn't going to speak on it since y'all made y'all's decision. But Joshua Block definitely has a record. Been arrested multiple times. Has had.
Please pull his record, print it out for me, okay? What's your name, feller on the left?
Captain Trey.
No, not you. My left.
Which one?
The one who tried walking away.
Oh, Corporal Hernandez, sir.
You're a corporal? And you don't know how to act around a judge?
I do not act in front of you.
Your Honor.
Where's your respect for your elders?
Your Honor, can
I tell you, dude.
Your Honor, can I speak for a second?
Anyways,
Why are you whispering? You think I can't hear you?
I thought you said you were okay. I have
You want to be held in contempt?
No, I'm gonna go back over here and take my seat. That's fine with you.
Good boy.
Your Honor.
Yes, please speak.
Whoa.
I'm starting to. Listen, the plaintiff's attorney has brought this upon this court. I believe that this is a tactic to delay the court.
Your Honor, this is not a tactic to delay the court. We are trying to get this over with. I promise you that my plaintiff wants to get this over with and put behind him, Your Honor.
We will go back to reviewing the footage. Please take your seats. There will be no more disruptions. Am I understood?
Your Honor.
Do you want us to go ahead and play the footage for the court?
Yes.
All right, Your Honor. We'll go ahead and do so. Sure, get back on there.
Bro, hey, you got to stop that, boss.
Boss, get back there.
Hey, you got to stop that, boss. All the interruptions and everything.
I'm standing back here. I don't know what you're talking
Your
All
Honor.
right. The court will
Your
be
Honor.
resuming the footage from marker 128.
Can't share my screen, Your Honor.
But I'm not getting anything.
Sir, I'm already sharing.
I don't. No, you're not, Your Honor.
Go to the live stream chat.
Oh, Your Honor.
Thing down here. I don't know why.
Your Honor, I don't think everybody's watching that.
Anything down here.
Well, they need to be. Hang on. Let me send the link again.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
All right. Link is in the live stream chat and in general. Okay. We will go ahead and restart just for everyone who hasn't tuned in yet.
Fuck the police. Fuck the police.
What's up with everybody hitting the cop cars?
All right, buddy. Look here. Get out the car. You're not gonna sit there and just hit my car like that. First of all, you backed up into me. Come here. You're not about to sit there and disrespect me like that. Come here. Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm called for medical, but I'm not getting anything down here. I don't know why. I already got one in my car.
What? You said what?
How'd you get me out? I was in the vehicle. How'd you drive me?
Your car is unlocked, buddy. Your door is unlocked. You just got in it.
Medical's not responding. I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, I've been called for him. I don't know what you want me to do, man.
That's the second time you don't hit a police car. All right then. Baby, if you act nice.
Y'all good?
Y'all
need anything? Y'all good?
I'm not going to jail.
You're not about to tell me what I'm about to do and what I'm not going to do.
How much do they have GTA on Steam?
This isn't what? You're not going to respond to me texting? Question mark?
Alright, you got anything to stick me, stab me, or poke me?
Alright. So what's your problem with backing up into my car? Actually, I didn't.
I don't know what you want me to do. I've called medical, they're not
It
responding.
wasn't look like you were trying to back up too much. As soon as I got to right here, you backed up. Maybe you should look in your mirrors before you start backing up. Okay, now you can. Oh, now it's threats to a police officer.
I'm gonna kill you. You too, you fucking
You hear this?
bitch.
Trooper?
You too, boy, bitch.
What'd he say?
He's threatening our family.
Okay, well, arrest him for conspiracy.
What the fuck is this drunk bitch doing here?
You wanna take the car from me?
Nah, that's assault. That's it. Stop the car. Get out the car. I don't care. Get out the car. Take him out the car.
Hey, that's right, boys. Take him to jail. Hell yeah.
Hey, get out. Get out.
Why you got me? Why did you tase me when after I told you I had a pacemaker?
You kept on running. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. You kept on running, kept on running.
You don't know that you can't tase someone with a pacemaker because it'll kill them? I mean, I need to know if you need that. Here, I need that on your body camera. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's on the body cam.
That you tased me while I have a pacemaker?
Yeah.
And that you did it on purpose more than one
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your officer name, number, and badge?
Trooper Atkins, Tennessee Highway Patrol 1420.
Do you like your job?
Yeah.
Okay, you won't have it after next week when my attorney gets hold of this case.
Okay.
Because we're coming for your job. I hope you know that.
Okay.
You know you're going to lose your job, right?
Your Honor, can you pause it for real quick?
Me.
Very well.
Your Honor, can do you see on that footage of how the trooper in question passed the hospital?
Correct. Yes, the hospital is located right here. He did not
All right, Your
turn.
Honor.
Basically, or you could have killed me.
All right, Your Honor.
When I tell you I have a pacemaker,
You can
and
continue.
it's a taser,
Thank you.
Which is an electrical shock. You do know that, right? Or do you just not care? Do you not care? Is that what it is? You just don't care? Oh, no. Come on, talk. You was talking before you turned that body camera back on. Can you not talk? Cat got your tongue? Hello? Wow, that's disrespectful. Hey, make sure you uncuff me before you send me your thing.
Is there anything further we need to view from this footage?
If you don't mind fast forwarding. You can fast forward it, Your Honor. There shouldn't be anything else, Your Honor.
There's nothing else in this footage?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. And the plaintiff, would you like to call somebody to the stand after the evidence has been viewed?
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like to call the trooper in question, Trooper Atkins, to the stand.
Very well. Mr. Atkins, please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear.
Sincerely and truly declare.
Sincerely and truly declare.
And affirm that the evidence I shall give.
And affirm that the evidence I shall give.
Shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I promise before Almighty God.
I promise before Almighty God.
That the evidence which I shall give shall be the truth.
For the evidence that I shall give shall be the truth.
The whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
The whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Very well. Thank you, sir. Please take a seat.
Trooper Atkins, welcome. Can you please state your name for the record?
Trooper Atkins with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. First name Trace, last name Atkins.
All right. And what is your status? What is your rank with the with your agency?
I'm currently a master trooper.
Okay. How long have you been employed with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, sir?
I believe it's going to be 2 months now, 3 months.
3 months. Okay. After we've all reviewed that footage right there, Can you please tell me what happened on that day from your side?
Well, in all honesty, that was a very long time ago. I've had many interactions before that. As far as I know, I believe I may have been called to request in a fighting at the Yellow Jack, in which I get there and, I believe there's gonna be two different subjects. I think Freeda was one of them. I know, I mean, it's really old incident I got, and it's kind of hard to remember all of this, but as far as I know, I believe it's me a additional request up to the Yellow Jack, in which Freeda was one of the subjects, and
And how can you confirm that my client was one of the subjects?
like I said, I believe it was an additional request call, so I'm going based off any information I was given, and I wasn't given a lot. So when I arrive on scene, there was somebody running around, in which I made contact with him.
So you assume that he was one of the subjects that you were dispatched to respond to a call for?
Well, as a law enforcement officer,
conforming?
As a law enforcement officer, you go with your instincts. If you arrive on scene about a domestic dispute and you see people running around, just because I'm coming and I talk to them doesn't mean they're guaranteed going to jail. I am going into a situation I'm unaware of. I'm trying to find subjects and talk to them. I believe he was being uncompliant and began running. I did not go there with any intention to single him out and jail him. I go up there and worked based off my instincts.
Okay. When you questioned him, did he seem that he may have done anything wrong, or that you had any suspicious reasons that he may have done anything?
Objection, Your Honor.
On what grounds?
On what?
Objection. Objection, Your Honor.
On what grounds?
Leading the witness.
Your Honor, I'm just trying to pretty much get I'm trying to get the facts of that day, Your Honor. Okay, Your Honor.
Your Honor, my client is not a medical or psychologist by any means. He cannot indicate exactly how the subject was on medical terms.
What do the medical terms have to do with this question, Your Honor?
That's enough. That's enough argumentative. Continue.
Okay. Trooper Atkins, did my client make you aware that he has a pacemaker? Just to cut to the chase.
I was not informed of any pacemaker until a taser was deployed.
He didn't yell at you, "I have a pacemaker, I have a pacemaker"?
Negative. I was never told of a pacemaker until after the deployment of the taser.
Okay. Was he running away from you when you deployed your taser?
I'm gonna believe that he was. Like I said, this is a very old incident. It's very foggy, but I've never deployed my taser in an attempt of, unless they were attempting to run away or flee.
Okay. So do you typically tase people if they're running away from you? You don't try to apprehend them in any other way? You try to tase them from the back?
If I think that they're gonna attempt to cause harm or maybe disrupt the peace, and I'm considering they might be attempting to do anything close to dangerous or putting others in harm, I will tase them. Otherwise, I would do everything in my best power just to use my hand-to-hand non-lethal, without a taser or anything.
Okay. And what gave you the beliefs of knowing that my client was a threat or a harm or danger to the public or yourself?
Like I said, I was called as an additional, and it was for a domestic dispute. I did not go up there thinking anybody was a threat or anything. I went up there with the sole intentions to investigate what was going on, in which he was just one of the subjects that was up there, and
okay. Did you by any chance did you have your camera body cam footage on that day of question? Your Honor.
I don't know why you're asking me. I don't know if he has body cam on or not.
Well, I'm asking him a question and he's just being silent.
Are you exercising your right to remain silent, or you just don't want answer? Mr. Atkins?
Sorry about that. Sorry. Something popped up. Yes, it was on that day. Yes.
Okay. And why is it when my investigator came out to serve you the lawsuit, you said that you did not have any body cam footage?
There was no request for body cam footage whenever he came to talk to me.
I'm pretty sure my investigator asked you pretty clearly for body cam footage when he
Objection,
came.
Your Honor. Argumentative.
Sustained.
Okay. Do you recall anything else that day?
I mean, I do not. This is a very old interaction that has been brought up, so it's very difficult as a human, you know. As a trooper, you go through hundreds of interactions a day. It's pretty difficult just to up and remember one.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. If you hopefully remember this, because I mean, my client has remembered this every single day, since the incident. Did you try to provide him any medical attention when after you've tased him and he's told you multiple times that he has a pacemaker?
So, as everybody in the court saw in the body cam, you see me reaching for my radio, talking over radio, in which I was requesting for medical assistance each time, and told the subject that I was requesting medical assistance. When you go as a Tennessee State Patrol, you go through a BLS, in which we are not taught and trained on what to do during seizure. Anytime a subject is having a seizure, that is for a medical requestants to come up there and handle for. We are not trained on those type of medical situations.
But so you were never trained to at least give him any kind of basic first aid? I mean, I'm pretty sure that any officer trooper within any agency is at least trained on if somebody has at least a seizure to turn him onto the side, except you didn't do that. Now I understand you try to call for medical assistance. You try to call for I believe Rural Metro Medical, but they were unavailable at this time. Did you happen to try to call in for county medical?
There were no medicals responding.
Not even county medical. I'm pretty sure county medical is always available, no matter if Rural Metro or Knoxville Fire is unavailable here, sir.
Objection, Your Honor. The attorney on hand was not there in the time of the facts. Leading the question.
Overruled.
So if you may answer that last question, did you try to request for county medical at the time when you saw that Rural Metro or Knoxville Fire was unavailable at the time?
No.
Okay, and why not? If you weren't trained to give out any basic medical. Did you try to get any of your fellow officers or troopers to ask them for assistance on the medical?
As you can see in the video, there was a lot. It was a very chaotic area. You saw several individuals coming up and interfering with us. It was not a safe environment for me to get the subject out of the vehicle and then call for a county medical. We had people coming up hitting officers and
yet you kept my client inside the vehicle the entire time, cuffed to the back, sitting in the back while he was having medical issues. You can drive away to get some get in an area where you were able to request for any assistance or any medical or even try to help him. You couldn't do that. Instead, you just kept him in the vehicle and just walked around. You couldn't do anything. You just stood around letting him possibly die.
I believed he was safer in my vehicle than outside.
But yet he's still dying inside your vehicle.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Okay. All right. I have nothing further for the trooper at this time, Your Honor. But remain. We request that we may still question him further for a later time.
Very well. The defense, he's all yours.
Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. The attorney had his time with the witness. I don't understand where we're delaying the proceeding here.
Objection, Your Honor. At any time, if anything comes up, or if I may receive any additional information, I could always still recall him to the stand, Your Honor.
Can Your Honor answer my objection first, there, sir?
Your objection is going to be overruled. He is allowed, just as you are, to.
You need to go back to the stand. Go back to the stand. Go back to the stand.
Y'all just said that's all. Okay.
That's all from the plaintiff's side. The defense is up next.
All right, Trooper Atkins. How long you been with serving with Tennessee Highway Patrol?
Leave 2 months, going on to 3.
Okay. And in that time, have you ever had any kind of complaints towards you that you're aware of?
No.
Okay. And for the most part, medically trained, and I know the plaintiffs talked a little bit about your medical training. Do you feel that you would have been able to be of good help for his health if he was having a seizure in the back of your car?
No.
Okay. And in the data question, do you recall ever writing a report or seeing any reports made on this incident?
No.
Okay. And you watched the body cam. You watched the footage that was presented to courts, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall seeing the initial interaction with the plaintiffs before this video was presented? Do you recall any? Okay. So, can you tell the court at what point in time does the video start? In your objection, in your perspective.
It looks like the video starts after the interaction, and he's in the back of my vehicle.
Okay. So, with that being said, was the complainant aware of his surrounding after you detained him and you drove off with him while he was in the back of your car?
I believe not.
Okay. Did he seem argumentative to you, and talking soundly when he was talking to you?
Yes.
Okay. Was he the same way after the seizure and after you took off with him?
Yes.
Okay. At what point in time did you notice that he has a pacemaker on?
I believe it was after the initial interaction and in the back of my car.
Okay. So walk me through that. So you put him in the back of your car, and what happens then?
I put him in the back of my car, and then after any time I detain any subject, I like to go around and talk to other officers, in which we have multiple vehicles coming up and hitting officers' cars. And it was a very chaotic scene that we were basically just trying to take a grasp of and get a hold of, but we're not able to do so.
Okay. So right now, as we're talking, we watched the video, right? And it was presented to court. Can you tell me if the plaintiff that was in the back of your car is in this courtroom right now as we speak?
I cannot.
Okay. And why is that?
What?
Where's the plaintiff right now? The plaintiff that you recall at the scene do you see him?
I don't know.
In this court?
He looks completely different. He's wearing glasses and a cowboy hat.
He was right.
I believe.
So
I don't know.
Can you? Okay. Let me help you a little better on this. Can you describe the plaintiff on that day by what you saw in the video?
He was wearing yellow shirt, glasses, cowboy hat, and I believe pants.
And hair color? Did he have any?
I believe he was either bald or very short cut hair, so I'm not sure.
Okay, so the plaintiff that you're looking at right there, the client that is right there, does he look like the guy that you detained?
Are we talking about the guy in the
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
What grounds?
For one, leading compound, as well as argumentative, Your Honor. He's trying to paint that this isn't the same individual. Yet, my client, since the day he had to dye his hair because his hair, well, let's just say went all gray. And yet he wants to say that he was bald. on the day of the incident, he was wearing a hat. How can he say that he was bald?
Your Honor, if you look at the video closely, you'll notice that the cowboy hat is on top of his head, but if you look at the back of his head and you look towards his neck, you don't see any hair there.
Yes, Your Honor, because his hair has grown since then. An individual, a human being grows
Yeah,
hair.
this objection is going to be sustained. Let's go ahead and put on a leash. Defense.
Okay. So, fair enough. So, you then obviously the plaintiff after you detained him, you brought him to the station. What made you bring him to the station?
I was going on grounds that he was resisting arrest, which is a misdemeanor in the state of Tennessee and is punishable by jail time.
Okay, so you again, do you recall any reports that were written on this incident or anything like that?
I don't.
Okay. Let the courts know. I don't. Again, Your Honor, I have not seen any documentation of any reports that was submitted to the defense. So I moved to strike that no proper documentation was given to legal defense for my client. So I request for a dismissal of this case on the basis of not all facts.
Hold on. Say that again, attorney.
Did you provide the defense all the documentation that was needed for this case, for a proper defense?
The documentation is what? The civil complaint? Yes. Yes, he was served a few weeks ago by one of our investigators, as well as a ticket was opened, as well as added all the THP command.
Yeah, I don't see how the report would be
with the document in question, as well as the
plus for the
footage.
defense,
It is
right?
not our
I feel like that would go
fault. The
against
THP
it,
command
right?
has let that go on, have not noticed it or didn't do any actions by it, Your Honor. So I don't understand how this could be cleared or even thrown out.
What I'm
documented.
What I'm having trouble understanding is why you want to throw it out for lack of report. That would just make your department look even worse if there was no report on the case.
Your Honor, I'm not worried about Your Honor. I'm not worried about the department itself. I'm more worried about the fact that my client needs proper representation by the means of all facts, and all documentation should be presented to the defense for a proper case defense. And this time, I don't feel that has been given to my client.
What exactly has not been provided?
I have not yet seen a police report or incident report on the subject.
And that falls on your client for not writing a proper report nor submitting the report, and yet my client was still transported to the county prison, and yet detained. Well, not detained, but he was jailed, and after being released, documentation was made by. So that should be something on them. And the trooper, in fact, did not ID my client. He sent him to prison. He did not write a report, which is also on him. And yet, when he jailed him, the county jail put it on his record, Your Honor.
Okay,
everything
fair
is
enough.
put on his
Your Honor, I'll withdraw. I'll withdraw my motion.
Very well. Please continue with further questioning. You have 120 seconds.
Yes, sir. Trooper Atkins, you when you were approached by your investigator, what was the reasoning you were given for why you were being sued?
I was told for excessive force and unlawful detainment.
Okay. You have you ever interacted with the plaintiffs before this interaction?
I believe no.
Okay. Are you aware that are you aware of anything he's done after you release him out of your custody into jail?
I do not know.
Okay. You said you did watch the video also, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall towards the end of the video? Did you notice anything once he was released from the jail? Can you tell me what the plaintiff was doing at that time? You recall?
I do not recall whatever he did after releasing. I was after he passed or got sent to the jail. They said to pause the video, in which I came back into my.
Okay. Has the plaintiff ever indicated any kind of law enforcement background? Or ever said anything about him being law enforcement?
Objection, Your Honor.
Not that
Leading.
I know of, no.
I'm asking
Overruled.
a simple question. It's a simple
Overruled.
question.
Continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Did the complainant ever state that he was law enforcement of any kind, or identify himself as law enforcement?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no further questions. Thank you.
Very well. Does the plaintiff have another person they want to get on the
Yes,
stand
Your
here?
Honor. We would. Yes, Your Honor. I believe we are waiting on Deputy Lieutenant Colonel Smoky Mountain to be placed on the stand. I believe he will be here momentarily. Do you mind if we take a 5-minute recess until he arrives to the court?
Are you sure he's going to be here within 5 minutes? We got to get this thing wrapped up.
I am pretty sure, Your Honor.
I'll give you 2 minutes.
All right, Your Honor. Thank you.
Let's go get some refreshments.
Your Honor, are you going to the chambers, or are you sitting here?
I think I'll just hang out.
Stand for it, sir.
Feet stink.
Actually, Your Honor, I think we can convene back right now.
Very well.
Yeah, he's wearing a shirt. It's just really conformed to his body.
Okay, just want to make sure. Make sure we're wearing all proper decorum in the courtroom.
Mountain, I think you're needed in the stand. Yeah. Those cornrows look a little tight there, Mountain.
What? All right, Your Honor. This is Lieutenant Deputy Colonel Mountain. He's at the stand right now.
All right, Mr. Mountain, I want you to repeat after me.
Raise your right hand.
I do solemnly swear, sincerely, and truly declare
Did you repeat it?
Yeah. I
You
do
got it.
solemnly swear and declare
that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
that the evidence I give is the truth and nothing but the truth and the whole truth.
And I promise before the Almighty God
And I promise before the Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
that the evidence I give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Very well, Mr. Mountain, please be seated.
Your Honor, before we continue, can we please instruct the jurors not to look at the chat and the stage?
Very well. Everything in the Discord stage chat shall be stricken from the record moving forward.
I don't see the Deputy Lieutenant Colonel. There he is.
There he is.
Peekaboo.
All right, sir, we're not playing peekaboo here. Please have a seat.
I'm trying with everything I have in me, to be honest.
All right. Can you please state your name for the record, sir?
Smoky Mountain.
Can you please accept the in the stage, please? There we go. There we go. All right. Can you please repeat it for the record, sir?
Smoky Mountain.
All right. And what is your title with the Tennessee Highway Patrol?
It's gonna be Deputy Lieutenant Colonel.
And how long have you been employed with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, sir?
For about 4 months now.
4 months. Okay. And see, the main reason we have you here on the stand, I want to talk a little bit or have a little bit more of understanding, not just for myself, but also the jury and the entire court on the procedures of the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Is the Tennessee Highway Patrol, does the Tennessee Highway Patrol have a procedure about tasing individuals regarding whether they have a pacemaker, possibly on a ledge or even near water?
I don't know if I can correctly answer that, due given a car accident I was in yesterday. I do have concussion, and I
Your
am
Honor,
on current medication.
Objection, Your Honor.
On what grounds?
The basis that the witness on the stand is not medically sound due to an accident that occurred. I feel that the witness should not be on the stand right now due to his medical condition. If he's
and I concur, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Mountain, I appreciate your time, but you can go ahead and take a seat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please strike Mr. Mountain's testimony from the record.
Your Honor, can we please request Lieutenant Hartland to the stand?
Very well. Make it snappy. We got 10 minutes to wrap this thing up.
I don't think 10 minutes is going to be enough, Your Honor.
It's going to have to.
Oh,
I'm tired of wasting the state's money on this thing.
The state's money, Your Honor? Okay. To the stand.
All right, Mr. Hartland, please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear.
And sincerely and truly declare.
And sincerely, truly declare.
That the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
That the evidence I shall give shall be the whole truth, but nothing but the whole truth. The truth? Sorry.
That the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
The evidence I shall give shall be nothing but the whole truth and the only truth. Sorry, that's confusing.
And I promise before the Almighty God.
And I promise before the Almighty God.
That the evidence which I shall give shall be the truth.
That the evidence I give shall be the truth.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Very well. Please take a seat.
Lieutenant Hartland, good afternoon. Good evening, sir. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. Can you please state your entire name for the record?
Lieutenant Jacob Hartland.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right. Please accept the... All right. Can you repeat that one more time for me, sir?
Jacob Hartland.
All right. Jacob Hartland. Can you please, what's your title within the Tennessee Highway Patrol, and how long have you been employed with the agency?
Lieutenant, I'd say around 6 months, sir.
All right. And let me ask you this. What is the procedures or the standard operations for the Tennessee Highway Patrol regarding using the use of tasers? What are the times that you are not allowed to be using a taser on an individual?
Could you elaborate on that, sir?
Okay.
On what you're trying to get out of me?
Okay. Does the Tennessee Highway Patrol have a procedure or a standard operation against tasing individuals when they state or they have a pacemaker, or if they are anywhere near the water, or even on any kind of any ledges?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you confirm, does the Tennessee Highway Patrol have a SOP or a standard operations not to tase someone when they have a pacemaker, sir?
Leading.
Okay, Your Honor. Can you confirm or deny if the THP has, if they have a standard operations using a taser? Can you elaborate?
We do go over The use of force of taser, sir.
Can you go into a little bit more details on it, on the training, on when and when not to use it?
I feel like you're leading me to another question, sir. You may,
Lieutenant Hartland, when can you not use a taser on an individual?
when the individual states that they're near, or like for say an individual has medical issues, for say pacemaker, like you said, shouldn't use a taser there or in deep waters.
So to confirm that, if an individual states that he has a pacemaker, you any police officer or trooper shouldn't use a taser to apprehend that individual. Is that correct?
Could you repeat that, sir? Sorry.
Can you confirm whether, if an individual states that he has a pacemaker or a medical condition, that the officer or trooper should not be using a taser on him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me ask you this: Have you ever had any issues or any complaints against the trooper in question, Trooper Atkins?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, Your Honor, these are my questions for the moment.
Very well. The defense is all yours.
Lieutenant Hartland.
Yes, sir.
Oh, went too far.
Way too far.
Yeah, I apologize. Did you watch the video in hand?
I was not tabbed on, sir.
Okay. You stated that you never had any complaints in regards to my client. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. He was a fabulous trooper, sir.
Okay. Do you think that my client would have been? Do you think that my client would have acted in a what's the best word for this? In a bad way or against policy, if he known all the facts then and there?
No, sir.
So you believe that he has sound judgment by the policies of THP, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no further question.
Very well. Mr. Harlan, thank you for your time.
Your Honor, I'd like to put my client, Freeda Sr., on the stand.
Very well.
I'd like to apologize, Your Honor. My pants are wet. Reliving this has made me pee myself. Please excuse me.
Mr. Freeda Sr., please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly and sincerely truly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly and sincerely and truly declare.
I do solemnly and truly declare.
And affirm that the evidence I shall give.
And affirm that the evidence I shall give.
Shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
And I promise before Almighty God.
I promise before Almighty God.
That the evidence which I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
That the evidence I give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Amen. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Very well, sir. Please take a seat. Plaintiff, you're up.
Mr. Senior, you mind sitting on that chair for me, please? I know you're a little traumatized. I know you're traumatized after the fact, and you're going through a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on, I'm sorry. My pants are wet and I don't want to sit on that right side. I'm sorry.
All right, you can just stand. That's fine.
All right. I'm sorry.
You're all right, Mr. Senior. Mr. Senior, can you please state your name for the record?
Freeda Senior.
All right, Mr. Senior. Can you please elaborate a little bit to the court and to the defense? What happened on the day of question? What happened on May 17th?
All right, sir. Well, it was the worst day of my life ever. So I was hanging out by the Yellow Jacket, chilling, and drinking me a little something, you know what I mean? You got a young shorty, you got to take her to the house, and and there was some gunshots, and this officer come rolling in like super fast, and I say I started running because I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't want to get shot, I really don't. So I was running, and I just kept running, and I just kept running, and then that trooper, I mean, he come out of nowhere, and he never told me his name. He ain't never tell me nothing, Your Honor. And so I was running again. Well, he got me, and he put me in them old handcuffs, man. And I ain't gonna lie, them things hurt, Your Honor. And so I got arrested, but he never told me I was arrested. He never asked me my name. He went to search me, and you see right here on my left hand, I got that medical bracelet saying I got a pacemaker, right? But before he went to arrest me as I was running, he put that taser out, and he tased me. So luckily, only one prong hit on the middle of my back, but the other one got my buttocks. And that nerve that runs through your back, it kind of messed me up, if you know what I mean. So once he got me in the cuffs, he seen I had a pacemaker, and he put me in that hot car. He didn't even turn no air conditioning on, man. It was 150 degrees in the back of that car. And so I'm sitting back there, and man, it put me in a seizure. And I mean, I have medical seizures, and I don't know if anybody else have them, but it take about a minute or two, and then it clear your mind back up, and you come back right like ain't nothing happened. And I'm on some medicine for it. My doctor's actually here. He'll tell you I'm on some medicine for it. And then when he leave me in the car, he don't ask me if I need no help other than that one time when he seen I was seizing. But he ain't never called nobody. He say he called somebody, but I don't think he called nobody. So then when we got ready to go on down the road, he told me he knew I had a pacemaker, and he tased me on purpose. And then we drive right by the hospital, and I mean, I figured, man gonna take me to the hospital, right? Oh no, he ain't go to no hospital. He kept on driving. We was driving on the wrong side of the road. We were running stop signs. He didn't put no seatbelt on me. I hit my head on the steering wheel, and the steering wheel ain't even in the back of the car. I mean, it was rough. I mean, I hit my head on the cage a couple times. I had to go on and put some Miracle Grow on my hair. That's why I got hair today, because I had lumps in it from where I was trying to grow it the other day. But I mean, he took me to jail. He ain't never asked my name. He ain't never do nothing, Your Honor. I mean, nothing. He didn't care. And then I get out, and I go home, and I try to make love to my wife, and my stuff won't work no more. And I mean, Lord, I don't even know if I got the will to live anymore. I mean, it's been rough on me. I can't have no kids. I mean, she want kids, and she gonna leave me, man. I can't even have kids no more.
I understand. But I do want to make sure that we're getting one thing straight, because we all did just see the body cam.
I tell you what ain't gonna be straight.
We all witnessed the body cam, and I think there's a few parts of that aren't necessarily lining up with your story. So I want to warn you.
What's that?
I want to warn you that you need to be telling the truth now, or that whole record's going to be striked. This case will be thrown out.
Telling the truth, y'all. You didn't see it in the video. You ain't see him put me in the back of the car. You ain't see him not call no ambulance.
You stated in your testimony.
Your Honor,
that
Your
he
Honor,
said,
you are currently being argumentative and objective to my client to his testimony, Your Honor.
Well, if his testimony is a lie and he's sworn in, then I'll throw his testimony out. You hear me?
Your Honor, my client is not lying. He is telling every bit of the truth, as seen in the camera footage, Your Honor.
With all due respect, sir, we just watched the body cam footage, and your client just told a lie.
And what lie was that, Your Honor?
He stated that the trooper stated, that he knew he had a pacemaker and tased him anyway. That was nowhere in the footage.
He did. In the car when we left, I said, "You knew I had a pacemaker and you tased me." And he said, "Yeah, I did." And that he didn't care. If you don't believe me, you go back and watch it. I relive this every day of my life. When we was in that car and I think he's taking me to the hospital, I said, "You tased me even though I got a pacemaker." And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "You just don't care." And you know, that's what he say. That's what he say. If you don't believe me,
that is not true.
Yes, Your Honor. It is on the footage, Your Honor.
That is not what he said word for word, though.
It ain't gonna have to be word for word, man. It's been 20.
But when you're gonna say something else that implies something else,
Your
then
Honor,
that's where it becomes.
However, ask him, and it is shown on the footage that he told him that I told you I have a pacemaker, and he did say yes, I know, because my client mentioned it not once but many times that he has a pacemaker, Your Honor.
I understand that.
And then he told me I told him, I said, "I got the pacemaker. You knew I had a pacemaker, and you still tased me." And he said, "Yeah, I still tased you." I can't remember exactly.
That is not what he said. He said you were running. You shouldn't have ran. That's what he said.
Your Honor, that was after the running when he tried to tase him, Your Honor.
No, that was in the back of the vehicle.
Okay, Your Honor, I apologize, but the camera footage did not show the exact time that he got tased, but he did tell him that he did have a pacemaker, and my client is confirming the fact. It is not. He
didn't have no body camera on when he was tasing me.
Hold on, Mr. Senior. It is not the plaintiff's problem, nor is it our issue that trooper in particular did not have his body cam on that day. Because if he did, I would definitely love to watch it and love to watch where my client told him that he has a pacemaker. And to the matter of fact, or to go on, Your Honor, even after he's been told that he has a pacemaker, he did not make any attempt to provide any medical attention. He called to Royal Metro and they did not show up, but yet he still transported him to the station, rather to the hospital. Mr. Freeda, can you confirm? Did y'all pass the hospital on the way to the station when he was driving recklessly?
Yeah. When we was on the wrong side of the road up through there somewhere, and I mean, he was hauling ass.
Was he driving recklessly and was he speeding?
Yeah, I can't tell you if he was speeding for sure, but I tell you what, that line got closer and closer.
Your Honor, I'm just asking a question. How is this leading?
Because your client cannot, if he's in the back of the car, he can't see what the speed of the car is going.
But you can feel when he is absolutely speeding.
Your Honor.
No,
the witness does not have a radar inside of him. He has a pacemaker.
Sustained.
Okay.
Sustained.
Your Honor.
All I know is we passed the hospital.
Hold on, Mr. Senior. Your Honor, my second chair would like to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Mr.
All right, Your Honor. Let me stand forward. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Daniel Goldstein. I'm with Ghost and Associates. My client here, Mr. Freeda Sr. Let's not take away from the facts of this case. I'd like to point out that in the camera footage that has been presented above, the client here was inflicted with fear inside of the back of this patrol car, his elderly age, and the fact he had just been tased in an unsanitary condition. He was taken directly from the scene.
Your Honor, objection.
For what?
You weren't there. You don't know the condition of the vehicle. That has not been.
We've all seen the video. We've all
Sustained.
You can't physically
Sustained.
see sir.
The facts are he
Sustained. Do you want to be held in contempt?
This is a completely different thing.
The objection has been sustained. Move on.
Okay. All right. My client, you were tased in the back, correctly?
Yes, sir. Yes, the
right.
boss was.
Were you sanitized by a alcohol wipe afterward, or stitched where the prong hit you?
I wasn't nothing. I was in the back of that police car, and we were zooming down the road.
It's a factual statement that you were taken directly to the THP infirmary to where you were
booked and processed.
Yeah,
booked and processed. Sorry.
Yeah, straight there. And look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I ain't gonna tell nobody, but I had peed on myself, and he didn't even ask me.
It sounds very emotional, very, very hard thing for you, huh?
Yeah, my poor old wife. I feel so bad for her. She gonna leave me, man.
She's much younger than you, yes.
Yeah, 27.
And you find fear and difficulty in retaining your relationship with her, correct?
Man, she wants kids, and I can't have no kids, man. She ain't gonna stay with me. I ain't got no money now, cause I ain't gonna be able to pay for no kid. I'm gonna have to adopt some kids, and man, she gonna leave me, man. I can't, them blue chews ain't working, ain't nothing working.
So you found that it's impossible for you to continue a traditional relationship with your wife in this manner.
In the sexual manner, yes. I done been to my doctor. I done got shots. I done got everything you can get, man. I can't do nothing. It don't matter what I take. I try to stay up for 3 days. I can't do nothing.
All right. So to everyone that's here, I would like to point out that put yourself in the shoes of this fine individual here and his wife.
Your Honor,
This is not closing statement.
You're at the hands of...
This is not closing statements.
I'm not making a closing statement, Your Honor.
You are using emotion to conflict the jury.
All right. I'll strip emotion from my statement then. So, client, you were at the hands of what's supposed to be the most trusted department.
You're doing the same exact thing. Go sit down.
No.
Go sit down.
What? What do you mean the same exact thing?
All right, go, counsel, go sit down.
I'm about to fight this judge.
Excuse me? Hey, get him in cuffs right now. Get him in cuffs right now.
Wrong person. Wrong person.
No, not him. The guy in the white. Get him in cuffs right now. Get him. Detain him. You're being held in contempt and threatened towards a public servant. Go get him. Go get him.
Your Honor, can we go on a 2-minute recess? Strict that.
No. Your Honor, I move to dismissal.
Your Honor, can we please move to a 2-minute recess and strict?
Do you have
from the record?
Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, I do, Your Honor. I have some more questions, but after what's going on, we may have to take a 2-minute recess, Your Honor, and let the jury go into the rooms.
Your Honor, I move for dismissal.
No, we're good. We're good.
All right. Let's continue. No, not allowed, sir. Your Honor.
Sounds like somebody else is gonna be up here too.
Oh, really?
All right, let's continue. What other further questions do you have? You have 60 seconds. No, sorry, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Your Honor, you can't restrict me to my questions, Your Honor.
Listen, we don't have all day here.
I understand that, Your Honor, but you cannot restrict me to what questions I may have for my client.
Listen, you've had 20 minutes. You've had 20 minutes with him. You need to use your time more wisely.
You need a new clock, Your Honor.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
20 minutes. All right, that's fine.
God damn it! Stop yelling at the judge! Damn!
Your Honor, can we get him removed?
No, I like this guy. I like this guy.
All right, Mr. Senior, please tell me, how long were you sitting in the back of the patrol vehicle?
Man,
with no medical attention?
It felt like forever, but I can't really tell you because I can't read a clock.
What?
They didn't have none in the back seat, so I don't know what time it was. But it felt like 3 days. I mean, I was ready to go home and get up with Shorty, and then that thing, man, he put me in the back with that taser, man. So I don't know. I know I got home and she wasn't happy.
All right, Mr. Senior, did you tell the trooper that you had a pacemaker prior to being tased?
Yes, I was running and screaming, "Don't tase me! I got a pacemaker." But apparently he ain't got no body camera either. I guess they can't afford them. But after he put me in there, he seen my wrist, and if you see on my left wrist, man, I got the bracelet that say "Freeda Senior Pacemaker. Do not tase."
Okay. Mr. Senior, how long have you had this condition, or how long have you had a pacemaker?
I've had a pacemaker about 20 years. I was about 62 when it happened. I was down there at the local strip joint, and I was giving Miranda $3, and it cost me $300 to get out of there because I had to ride in the old ambulance. But that trooper down there, he checked on me.
And did that trooper try to give you any medical attention? Did he try to take you to the hospital? Did he indicate anything that you are injured and that he had to do something for you?
I mean, he ain't indicate nothing, boss. I don't know what indicate means, but I figure it means he didn't care because he didn't care. He didn't. He said he tried to call 911, but I don't guess he know the number to 911 because he forgot the one.
All right, Mr. Senior, and
it was rough, man. I ain't gonna lie. I pee on myself every time I see a highway patrol, and they always riding in Sandy, that Panorama and that Joshua. I can't even drive down there no more.
all right, so Mr. Senior,
Give me the ghetto job.
yes, Your Honor. So, sorry, Mr. Senior.
Hey.
So since the day of the matter, and you stated that you and your wife were trying to have kids.
Yeah, she want twins or triplets. I mean, she's a little heavy herself, so she got to have a little extra for that reason. Don't tell her I said that though.
So Mr. Senior, so you've been trying for a while since the date of the incident to have kids, and just no luck, and you went to the doctor and they told you that you couldn't have any more kids.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I've been trying every day, like 4-5 times a day, but it just don't work. I mean, it just don't work no more.
He's screaming right now.
And let me ask you this: Did your doctor tell you anything as far as why you can have any more kids?
Yeah, he said I got dick no work no more syndrome.
And what was the reason that you now have that kind of syndrome or this medical condition?
Apparently, when he tased me, he hit my nerve in my back, and you know your back run all the way down to your crack, and your crack run around to your nerve. And I'm gonna tell you, one of them's bigger than the other one now, and that's because it's all blowed up.
All right, so okay. Okay, so just a few more questions, and we'll be done here. Okay. So, oh my God, seriously. All right, so, and tell me this: have you had any issues in your past with with the police or with law enforcement?
No, so not that I know of.
Okay.
I don't.
Didn't you serve in the military?
Man, I was somewhere. I can't remember. That's been a long time ago. Ever since I got tased, my memory ain't near about as good as it used to be. It might be again one day, what they say, but they can't promise it. I just know I do remember that it don't work no more.
Okay. All right. So I think these are all the questions for the moment, at least, Your Honor.
All right. Let me get the prosecutor. Sorry, excuse me, the plaintiff and the defendant in my office, please.
All rise.
2-minute recess.
Don't argue with the judge. You get my office, huh?
Shut up, Hernandez.
All rise.
All right. Here's the deal, guys. Either we got to wrap this up in the next 5 minutes, or we're gonna have to postpone.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Say that again, Your Honor.
Either we're gonna have to wrap this up in the next 5 minutes, or it's gonna have to get postponed.
Well, Your Honor, I'm about to put the doctor on the stand after this.
Yeah, but I still got people I want to call up. What the hell?
We gotta hurry up, bro.
Sir, I have a question.
I think we postpone it.
Your Honor, hold on one second. Hold on one. I did speak with my client, and he did say
Y'all maybe see it this time.
in the lieu of getting this case done,
Let's just have the jury
and
vote.
behind everybody, he wants to see
we
if
not
the
end
defense
this.
would
This is
like
too
to.
good to end. This is too
Shut
good
up!
to end.
Your Honor, my client would like to see if the defense or the Tennessee Highway Patrol would like to settle the case for $5 million. We were demanding $50 million. We are now asking. Hold on. Your Honor, is that Major really gonna start talking this in the courtroom?
Listen, I'm going to tell you right
In
now.
front of the jury, Your Honor.
I'm going to tell you right now. You want me to hold him in contempt?
The
They're
Major,
all muted because
yes.
they're talking chambers.
Hold him in contempt, Your Honor.
Hey, where's the major? Where's he at?
Sir. Right here, sir.
Ain't no way I'm selling for $5 million.
Give me a pair of handcuffs.
He might get 500,000 at best.
I can't hear you, sir.
Give me a pair of handcuffs.
Heard.
I hear you, Your Honor.
You're doing that, I'm bringing mine too.
Freeda, go Senior, come in here now.
I chop your wing off. You don't mess with me.
Is there a reason you're trying to put me in handcuffs, Your Honor?
Come here.
Your Honor.
Come here.
Freeda, go Senior, come here.
Hello?
You need to behave, son.
What did I say, Your Honor?
Okay, get out of my office.
Go?
Thank you.
Your Honor, why am I being placed in handcuffs?
Hey,
Johnson, we can
get this guy in the lobby. Tell him how to behave.
Order in the court.
What'd you say, Your Honor?
Hey, get this crap under control, Tidwell.
Yes, sir.
All right, listen here.
What?
Where's the defense?
And the court.
There he
One
is.
second.
All right.
Everybody in the courtroom, take your seats immediately.
So we're trying to see if we can sell this for $5 million.
I'm not going for it.
Calm down.
They said no to 5 mil. I'd say, what's a reasonable offer you take right now?
Right now?
Where would you like, Mr. Senior?
Right now, I take 2.5 because I can't have no kids. I got to go adopt them, and that's $100,000 a piece.
Hell no, we need that new house in Nashville.
Oh, you need it, huh?
Yep, nope, not
Can't have
going
kids,
for it.
all right?
I'll plead this all the way.
We clearly won the case, Freeda. We need the $50 million. No
Yeah,
kidding.
you wish.
We're gonna win unanimously, all right?
Take him.
I
We're
tell
gonna
you
win
what,
no matter what. Just let it go.
$2.5 million, and we'll walk. But if not, I got a doctor out here, and he'll make this place rumble when he tells you what all wrong.
Well, if he's going to have to wait until the next hearing.
No, we're ending this sucker right now.
Nope.
$50 million.
2.5 million, and I walk.
2.53.
Atkins, how's your night going, sir?
2.5 in my attorney fee.
Yeah. Now.
Dolly, calm down.
Oh, I need the new house. I need the 2 Cadillacs.
No, you don't. You don't need none of that.
I can't have kids. Are my kids not worth millions? Shut up.
Dolly, go sit down.
Listen up. Listen up. All right. You're offering 2.5. Defense is turning it down, okay? If you want to play this out, we're going to reschedule for next week, okay?
2.49. 2.49.
500,000.
Oh, hell
500K. Take it or leave it. Okay.
You're losing this, man. You're the court case, all right, mister?
Nope.
You think you're gonna win?
Yep.
I mean,
well, you better start paying. No. We cannot postpone it. He's gonna slide the jury checks under the table, Judge.
Nope.
I'm in the process of dying. I'm just trying to get
Your Honor, that's slandering.
I don't want nothing rigged.
I should hold you in contempt for that.
Don't again if you touch me, all right? Get away from me. Get away from me.
All right.
I'm gonna sue you. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Let's just have the jury vote now. I'm tired of it.
I thought we were in recess.
I'm tired.
All rise.
Seat now or you'll be removed.
All right, listen up. We will reconvene on this case. The parties have not reached a settlement. If you boo me one more time, you're going in cuffs. Go ahead, do it. Go ahead. I know you're waiting for it. Go on.
If Mr. Senior can't give it to you, ma'am, I'll gladly take his place.
Give it to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was this guy next to me.
Regardless, we will reconvene. We'll get you a court date.
Who's that?
Ma'am, do you...
Where at? Where at?
Oh, Freeda, come back here. Freeda.
Other than that, enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you in the next hearing for this case. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Everybody make sure.
All right, Your Honor, we gotta get you out of here.
Next hearing.
Your Honor, can we move to have Corporal Hernandez with the Knoxville Police Department executed
No.
by a firing squad?